my house. You're not going anywhere. Why? Why?
How many of you want to bet that if the police allowed her to go inside of her house, she wouldn't come back out? And then her story would be, well, you let me go inside, but now, I'm
gonna go to my house.
We're doing an investigation right now.
I'm gonna go to my house.
Over what? I didn't do anything wrong!
You're gonna be willing to go through a few tests to make sure that you're alright?
You're only prolonging this.
A woman's tears are only real when she is by herself.
Is all that's going on here.
I didn't do anything wrong! This asshole!
Are you gonna be willing to go?
I'm gonna go on a limb here and say she actually did do something wrong. Probably something really bad. But who knows, maybe I'm just biased.
Are you going to follow our instructions?
Calm down, calm down.
I have friends that are cops.
Are you going to
Really?
listen to the instructions?
I will give you a badge number in about
I don't
2
care.
182?
I don't.
He's a fucking cop in that world.
You got one more chance. This is it. This is your last chance.
Holy shit. Let's act like adults here. It's not a big child.
Headed fucking asshole! He's a Jew! Fuck that kike! I did not.
Ooh, she said the C word. I hope the Jewish community punishes her with the utmost disrespect.
Hit his fucking car! Fuck him!
I don't care about the accident. You gotta take your stuff off. You're going in a jail cell.
wrong.
I don't care.
Fuck that kike!
Breaking world news. Modern women expect equality and chivalry simultaneously. All of that and more on The Radical Masculine.
The ideas, opinions, and beliefs of the radical masculine are for entertainment purposes only. We make fun of everyone equally.
September 18th, 2022. Police were called about a daughter refusing to leave her father's car.
Okay. Get out, and I want to get my car back, please.
Why isn't she getting out?
I don't know. She's got a lot of problems in life and can't seem to solve them. So I offered to give her a ride, and now...
This is my dad, and I think he's, I don't know exactly what's going on, but he has the key to the car, so I'm just waiting on him to get out of the building.
You're waiting on him to what?
To get out of the building, to come drive the car.
Look at the dad wants her out of the car, and she's playing stupid, saying, oh yeah, no, everything's fine. He has the key, I'm waiting for him, and then we're going. There's no issue here.
He just parked us here, so I don't know.
Yeah, but you know he doesn't have to drive you anywhere, but it's his car. He doesn't have to take you anywhere if he doesn't want to.
I understand. Well, he already took me here, so I'm in the car. I'd like to, go back to my house whenever he's ready, basically. So I'm just sitting in the car.
Okay, but do you realize that if he doesn't want to take you, you have to get out because it's his car, it's his property?
I don't think so. I think
no,
because I'm parked.
I don't think so. I think I could do whatever I want, and he's my dad, and I'm still going to do what I want, so sorry.
You know, that's how that works.
Okay, well, I'm going to be sitting here. So, whenever he's ready.
But he doesn't want to drive. You don't want to drive her home?
No, I do not.
I think he might be having some sort of like early dementia or something, but he is...
This is what women attempt to do to discredit men, and I've seen this a lot in my own comment section, that women will shame and guilt trip and then play the victim, and the problem's not me, the problem is him.
Not acting like himself. We were just going to go to Starbucks, and then he said that he had to go, and I can't remember if he said he needed to take a package somewhere.
He had me bring her down here. I got her a couple of gift cards because she doesn't have a job.
He did. He just got me a gift card.
She's supposed to be in a rehab facility, but somehow managed to get kicked out of it and showed up back at the apartment.
Gee, I wonder why she got kicked out. I'm going to go on a limb and say meth and being defiant. Lack of respect for authority, including her father. the modern woman.
So I felt sorry for her, my mistake. Gave her more money, gave her more things to do, took her here so she could.
Alright, so the father has to be accountable because all he's doing is enabling piss poor behavior, and this is what she's created. There are so many women out there to where a lot of them are raised by single mothers. If they do have the dad in the home, they never say no. Their friends never tell them no. Their friends never hold them accountable. Their boyfriends never tell them no or hold them accountable, so then they become adults, and when a cop says no, they're quick to say, excuse me, I'm me.
Get food. Not only did she not get food, she refused to get out of the car, and now she refuses to get out of it at all.
I'm just trying to spend the day with them,
sorry,
or like go out and run errands. We're just trying to run errands.
You said she was evicted from the apartment. Does she not? So that's not where she lives anymore.
I still live there.
She is in the process of eviction. I don't think they got a final order for it yet.
Okay.
So she can still be there. But
it doesn't really matter either way.
So she's not responsible. She can't pay her rent. Apparently she doesn't have a fucking job. She's borrowing money from her dad. All in all, I believe we have to start calling women losers. You're a fucking loser.
Where I live normally. I'm not trying to live in this car, you know what I mean? So
yeah, but you're not trying to get out of this car.
Correct.
Which right now you're breaking the law because it's not your car. So you're trespassing.
She's like, correct, not right now, because I'm in here, my dad picked me up, and we're gonna run errands, and he's senile. Entitlement 101.
I go on Ubers.
Okay,
Ubers
with the permission of the person. He does not want you in his car. You're trespassing in his okay, so.
See, women kind of got this idea that words weren't meant to explain reality. Words were meant to create reality. That's why this whole manifesting mumbo-jumbo nonsense is terrible and a cancer to our culture, our women in particular, because they believe that they could make shit not be what it is, and therefore they come off delusional. And many of them are proud of it, and I'm a Scorpio, I'm a this, and this comes from a guy who likes astrology, and I've read 50 plus books on the zodiac, but women, they use it like some sort of a cosmic fucking Santa Claus. I'm gonna be a terrible person, I'm going to be a whore in many cases, not this video in particular, but they could just do whatever, zero consequence, and then I'm going to manifest the best outcome possible. Doesn't work like that.
We can play this game, but you're gonna get arrested. I mean, that's literally how it's gonna be, or you could just step out of the car. Like, I'm not trying to be mean to you, but I'm trying to explain something to you, and you're not really willing to listen.
You explained it to me, but I would like to shut my door now.
I'm not doing that. It's not your door, it's not your car.
Okay, I'll just ignore that then.
I am sick and tired of media deception.
We have Stephen Avery in custody.
Just get out, Alex. You're making a show
His
out
door?
of this.
I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to make a show out of it. It's just like, it's frustrating.
I see the problem. I didn't want to touch her at this point. Because
no, I understand. I mean, it's definitely your car.
I'm not trying to make a show out of it, so just give in and do what I want, and everything will be fine.
You want her out of the car. Can you understand?
I shouldn't have agreed to do it. She's had long
64,
There you go, Dad. It's time to take accountability and ownership over the product you created. And the mother has to pay some sort of consequence as well, or at least take some sort of accountability, because whenever a father's word goes unheard, it's the mother's job to say, hey, that is your father. He is the disciplinarian, and you really don't see that much these days. You get the mom defending the daughter. Well, don't worry, everything's fine. The father's word doesn't hold any weight, and most of the time the father gives in and creates people like the modern woman.
enabling this bad behavior, and it's my fault. I enabled one.
Sure have.
So it's not your car. If you want to out, you're trespassing. You gotta get out.
Well, I think there's a misunderstanding. I think something's going on with my dad because he's not acting like himself.
No, he's acting pretty normal to me.
No, I think he's acting like he's
negative on
got a problem.
blue, 4-door registered in Jacksonville.
Maybe like.
Do you remember as a kid, like a kid would do something bad, they would get in trouble, and they would say, well, you're doing X, Y, and Z. And they would say, no, you're doing X, Y, and Z. That's why a lot of creators in this space have this saying that modern women are children. And at first I was like, no. But the more I do these type of reaction videos, whether it's this or any other, platform that I react to, it's the same old shit. It's like a playbook. That's why I call it the modern woman's playbook. Shame, insults, guilt, the need to be right. Shout out Kevin Samuels, because clearly I didn't make that shit up, but it's completely true. And then we're going to get to the temper tantrum part and the I'm a victim, I didn't do nothing wrong. And you will see this video after video after video, and it just is what it is. I mean, imagine this woman with her boyfriend. If her boyfriend kicks her out of the house, imagine the shit she would pull. And then watch how she treats the cops. I'm willing to bet she calls the cops perverts. And this is why men have to protect themselves, because women like this know what the fuck they're doing, and they get men in trouble.
Early onset, like dementia, Alzheimer's. Can we talk outside? No. You guys are right here. I'm fine. I'm not stepping out. And I feel like usually you ask people not to step out of the car.
Why won't you get out? Why don't you want to get out?
It's on principle at this point.
But you understand that you're probably going to end up going to jail.
It's on principle. I'm a woman of principle. I'm going to hold you to a standard. You pick me up and you should take me home. It's my principles. It's like, do you really have any? You're a drug addict. You don't even have a car. You won't get out of your father's car. You have no respect for your elders, your dad. You have no respect for authority. And it's like, okay, you are clearly not a woman of high moral character.
Right.
You do know that usually, like, if you pulled me over on a highway, we'd both have to pull over, park together.
We're not doing that.
Conflating two things. This is the attempt to use their words to create reality, not to explain it.
I would not be allowed out of my vehicle, in fact. You'd say, roll down the window and please present your papers to me. That's what you would say. And I would give
But I may, sometimes I also ask a lot of people out of the car too.
Okay, well this isn't...
But your dad wants you out of the car.
This doesn't feel like a very real situation. Like, and it doesn't feel like we're bothering anyone.
So do you want to press charges for trespassing?
I do.
I mean, you can't just...
Shout out to the father in the dark blue shirt. Finally pressing charges and holding this woman accountable, because guess what? Eventually this woman's gonna go on a reign of terror, lying on people, making shit up, playing the victim, using her words to fucking create a reality that is rather delusional. So shout out to the Pops for finally putting his foot down. The Pops.
Press charges like that.
You can.
No, you can't.
So do you want to get out of the car or not?
Don't you guys have anything better to do today?
Well, in Delusionville.
Forcefully take out of the car, and I don't want to do that.
Whatever.
Because I don't want us to get hurt, and I don't want you to get hurt. So I really would like you to get out of the car so that we don't have to force you to get out of the car, or that force doesn't have to be used.
Defiance.
That's your choice?
Defiance.
So you understand the risk that you're taking with this, right? Okay. That's...
No. You're intimidating me. What are you doing? No, I'm not going to. Why?
Put your hands behind your back.
No.
You're under arrest.
No.
You're going to be
I'm
facing
not under arrest.
You
I'm
are.
under cardiac arrest, if anything.
No, I'm not under arrest. I'm under cardiac arrest, if anything. This is Entitlement 101. The modern woman, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone gaze to the screen, because this is what people are having to deal with, men in particular.
No.
You're placed under arrest for trespassing and resisting.
You can't do that.
We can.
No, you're not going to. You're not going to. Stop.
So I see this a lot on these reaction videos where women will say, stop, or you're not going to, like they're trying to manifest a different outcome. This is what that kind of shit has done to the mind of the woman. They feel like they're magicians or some shit, you know? Like they're magic.
Stop.
I wish we didn't have to.
Stop.
I wish we didn't have
Stop.
to. We tried to work it out with you.
Stop.
For whatever reason you
I command you to stop.
Stop. Stop policing me.
Bye, Alex.
I'm sorry that this is the way that it had to go.
This is not the law. This isn't lawful. I'm not resisting. No, stop searching me. I have to search. Stop touching me. I have to search. You're molesting me. You're sexually assaulting me.
Stop.
You are sexually assaulting me. No.
Not.
This is what women do to men all the time, and this is what has to stop. A man will grab a woman, say, get out of my place, stop, you're touching me, you're hitting me, you're harming me, you're battering me, you're molesting me, you're victimizing me. And the crazy part is this: I have a video with an African American woman that resisted arrest. She was being stupid, hard-headed, and everybody came at me in the comment section talking about, oh yeah, well, you encourage women getting abused and racism and shit like that. And it's just like, well, what could the officer have done differently other than just letting her go and accepting her bullshit? See, that's the outcome women want these days. They'll say, yeah, I get it. She should have done X, Y, and Z, but... and that but discredits and discounts everything said before that, because they still want desirable outcomes for women, because women don't want equality. They want equality when it benefits them, but they expect to be treated like a lady, which is the opposite and a contradiction to equality. So women want superiority, and that's clearly it. I'm not racist, and I believe the same way a man who resists arrest should get his ass whooped sometimes or be forcefully detained. Believe me, I've been that guy getting forcefully detained. But the fact that when a woman does it, it should be different. Accept the equality you fought for.
Yes, she is. Dad, help me.
I am not helping you.
Please help me. Please help me.
Stop.
Get off me.
Stop.
Get off me.
Stop. Resisting. Now you're getting a felony.
You have violated the
Get
law.
off me. Stop touching me.
Stop resisting.
Stop touching me.
Stop resisting.
Stop touching me. He's mentally ill. Stop touching me. Oh, my arm.
Sit in the
Stop
car.
it.
Sit in the car.
Stop it.
Can you please pick up your knife and sit in the car? I don't want to have to help you.
I got it. Sorry.
It's always everyone else's fault. He's mentally ill. He's abusive. He's a pervert. He's this. He's that. That's why I do this show, and that's why I am the radical masculine, because it's time to hold people accountable. Men shouldn't resist arrest. Women shouldn't resist arrest, and everybody should just be adults about shit. But there is nothing more annoying than a woman fighting for equality, demanding equality, expecting equality, but yet wanting preferential treatment because she is a woman. No, it's 2023. This isn't the 1950s. Boom.
Get off me. Stop touching me.
Close the door.
I can't get this car.
I'm sorry. She may be under the influence. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Pick you two?
Yes.
So we're going to charge you resisting. Okay. Listen, if you try to hurt us again, you're going to either end up getting tased.
Me hurt you? You guys were hurting me.
Okay. Well, you
guys actually assaulted me.
You kicked both of them.
You grabbed me and then she touched my breast for no reason. So I don't really know.
You don't have any breasts.
You touched me inappropriately as well on my skin. You know that you don't need to contact me like that. I was in handcuffs already.
And listen to what I'm telling
My
you.
hands were behind my back. So no, you shouldn't.
If you ask women like this, well, what would you have preferred to have happen? It would basically be to let me do whatever I want and give me no consequences. You can't demand the respect of a man, the benefits of a woman, and the accountability of a child. I'm sorry, and I know women are going to come after me in the comment section, but guess what? I don't give a shit. You have to be an adult. There are rules, there are regulations. You have to abide by the law. I know that better than anyone. And you get no freebies. You get no... You can't be entitled enough to believe that you are above the law. And you see this a lot. Time after time. Video after video.
Search me like that, and I should have got a search privately, first of all. You should have not been out here, not with her and doing it, second. And you're embarrassing me in public. You're actually kind of, it's libel. It's a lot of libel.
Listen, you're embarrassing yourself. We're going to open the door. Okay? You're going to get put back in handcuffs. If you fight us...
Do you have a, liability policy? Do you guys have, some sort of, commercial health insurance?
Do not fight us, okay?
What are you so scared of? I don't want to give back my keys. I want them. Why don't I get to keep them? No.
We should all know modern women don't listen. Hell no.
Don't touch me. See? And you're touching me again. Stop it. Open the door for me. Stop touching me. I don't want to. No, what are you doing now? No. Same thing you were doing before. Just going back and forth. Okay? You're under arrest. Miranda rights. Miranda rights? No. If you resist...
There is a cycle of modern woman behavior, and I don't know it off the top of my head, but I believe it's gaslighting, aggression, victimhood, crying, blaming, no responsibility, I'm innocent, and then it all starts over. Gaslighting, so on and so forth.
Resisting. I'm resisting.
Yes, you are. So stop. You've already got battery on Leo. Stop.
On a Leo?
Yes.
On an August birthday?
Oh, figures. She knows about astrology and the zodiac sign. I forgot what it was, but the women that are well versed in astrology and zodiac, they have something like some of the lowest IQs. Google it. I'm not bullshitting.
Leo? No. Get off me. I don't want to be handcuffed. I don't want to be tied down. Stop it.
Nobody women does want that.
You're constricting me. I can't breathe. You're constricting me. You're not.
That's the #1 go-to. I can't breathe. Well, shut the fuck up then. If you couldn't breathe, why are you talking?
Doing anything. You're hurting me. You are physically hurting me right now.
Ow, my back, my neck and my back. Ow, 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 ow. That is going to be my guess on what comes out of her mouth next.
My chest hurts, my head hurts, my hands hurt, my wrist hurts. I know it hurts. And my shoulder blades, and my shoulders, and my back. Which is where all my organs are, by the way, so thank you. You would just cooperate.
You're hurting my organs because my organs are within my body, which is within my heart, which is within my soul. And my heart is an organ, so I know.
You're not cooperating. You are not cooperative. We are not a co-op. We are not a co-op. We are not a corporation. We are not a co-op.
Did I make the prediction that her drug of choice was most likely meth? Did I make that right? Okay. Thank God. I knew it. Fucking knew it. Feels heroin she'd be. But instead she's co-op. You're not cooperating. Co-op.
You're not a cop. You're a robber. You're stealing me. You're kidnapping me. Okay. You're abducting me. Ow, you're hurting me. Ow! No! Stop doing it!
Have a seat.
In the car without us without fighting us.
Sit back.
So she don't have to listen to them when they make commands, but they should listen to her. Don't touch me! Ow, my head!
Just sit down. None of this would happen. Get off me! You're creepy as f***! You creeper!
She tried to bite you, by the way.
I know.
Alright, this is a little off topic. Well, I guess kind of on, but redheads, they always are muy stinky down there. Muy stinky down there.
Pervert! Get me out of here! Get me out of here! Get me out!
Pervert? Holy shit, that's why men need to have, if you're going to be a player, if you're going to have a lot of women, for one, be honest. For two, have a full video surveillance inside of your house, because if she tries to set you up for grape, it's all on tape, bitch.
Out! Let me out!
It's not happening, so.
Open the door!
There's more manifesting. I command you to open the door. Alright, so hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. And for the ladies out there that are probably gonna call me a misogynist and a womanist, or I guess a womanizer, or rude, or disrespectful, or whatever, tell me, how should the police have handled this differently? Tell me, I wanna know, I'm curious. I'm really just curious. Calling all haters and detractors. I will be setting up live debates on my channel every Wednesday. So if you want to give me a piece of your mind, if you want to make this dumb man look even dumber, comment down below. Don't forget to like. Well, I guess you could hate, but whatever. Anyway, so comment down below and we will set this up. Now, back to the show.
June 19th, 2021. Margate City Police received a 911 call from another motorist regarding a female driver in a black BMW driving erratically. He also reported that the female had sideswiped his vehicle. Shortly afterwards, they received another call from him informing them that the driver of the BMW almost hit 2 pedestrians. The motorist who made the call followed the driver all the way to her grandfather's residence in the neighboring town of Longport. As Margate officers headed over to the residence,
clearly her grandparents' house, her grandfather's house, because she could not afford to buy a house in this neighborhood. It's expensive out there. It's hella expensive. And, you know, and I'm willing to bet she didn't pay for the BMW either. Now, I get it. Some women are probably going to say, well, how do you know that? For all you know, X, Y, and Z. I know it because I live in reality and I see what happens in the world. And I have family in California, and I just know what happens. Women really just don't have money like that. And the ones that do, they ain't acting like this. Well, maybe some of them. But for the most part, I don't know. Never mind. They're all mostly the same for the most part.
In Longport to speak with the driver. 2 officers from the Longport Police Department were already at the scene.
Shout out to BMW. Keep taking care of your boy. No breakdowns.
Is that Funk's paperwork or is that?
That's hers.
That's hers. Where do you think it happened? The accident.
It was after Washington Avenue. That's when she like,
so
between Washington and like Jefferson, somewhere in there, because she was behind me and I wasn't sure if she was going to turn because I was on the phone with dispatcher.
Yeah.
If she was going to turn to go to Wawa, I was like, oh, she made it right on Washington. I slowed down and then she didn't like that, so now I continued through Washington Avenue. That's
Sawa. Is this Florida? Or Wawa? I mean, Wawa. I like Wawa, actually. It's pretty good. But, I thought this was California.
She freaking came right up alongside me, like super close, swerved over, and I just felt my car like, I'm like, that's what I want this chick pulled over. I was just reporting like a
yeah, I was trying to find her when you called it, but.
Yeah, just an aggressive driver, and then you had to
What is she saying?
That's so racial.
That I'm racially profiling her because I said she didn't have pants on, so I wasn't going to take her out of the car until she covered her.
This is what women say. Everybody's racist. Anybody who opposes them or says something that doesn't align with their own personal belief systems or opinions, they are immediately racist. They are immediately misogynistic. They are immediately against them and bad people. That's what women try to do these days, especially to guys. They attempt to demonize them, they shame them, they guilt trip them, they try to control the words that they use. They say, well, you should do this or you should do that. And I say, you should shut the fuck up. That's why I am going on Rumble, because I know there are already a lot of people out there in YouTube land that want to make up lies about me to try to get me all screwed up and all screwed over. But guess what? Guys like me don't get to where I got by falling for bullshit and for giving in and for not overcoming difficult situations and difficult, nonsensical people.
All right, well, let's get covered up.
Like, I literally
Look, let's get covered up. We got to move it along here. All right.
I wonder why she's naked in her car.
I'm not playing games. Don't call me hun.
I have medication
Don't do it.
in my house right now.
Okay, well, we're going to work on that. Let's get out of the car.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to get out of the car. Does she live here with you? Can you grab a pair of pants?
She has something, she just won't pull them.
Well, then pull them up.
Okay, can you just...
I'll give you privacy.
I actually did research on this. This is why more and more they have a woman pat down a female, because they already know that unaccountable women will immediately try pervert, SA, or some shit. Now, here's the thing. Women are doing women a disservice by making up bullshit and using it as an excuse. When it's like, I believe people that go through terrible things, they should report it, and the individual who does something wrong should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law and an ass whooping. But when you're making up bullshit and just saying lies, and it's way too easy for a woman to call a man a pervert and for somebody to fucking believe it. There are too many innocent men doing time for entitled women, so I am definitely bringing awareness to it now. Boy.
Right in between my driver's side and passenger car. Oh, do you have gloves on you? I do. Please. Another probably double XS.
Large, I think.
Do you need help?
Join.
Come on, get him home, please.
You guys are fucking horrible. Cause you guys know
66460. No fuel.
fucking, you guys get your fucking taxes paid and everything. Like, fuck this shit. Like, literally. Fucking pay your fucking...
She pays all of these police officers' salaries. If it wasn't for her, they'd all be homeless. You go, girl.
paychecks and everything in between.
Do you have property here?
Don't fucking worry about it.
Oh, you said you pay taxes. I was just curious.
No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Don't
No, she don't have property. She lives with her grandpa.
Let's get moving. I'm not worried about it. You're running your mouth.
I'm running my mouth.
Yes, we're just trying to do our job.
My mouth.
We're just trying to do our job.
Okay. Because I fucking said is fucking ridiculous.
Come on, you're almost there.
Because I said
Finally, about time. She's built like a fucking Oompa Loompa.
I fucking have my car. You guys are assholes. You really are.
Yeah, and you're overweight.
No, this is fucking.
Ugh.
How am I supposed to fucking put my pants on?
Yeah.
Well, easy. The same way all adults do it. One pant leg at a time. Oh, and the worst part, there aren't even two separate pant legs. It's a dress. So all she has to do is put them both in one hole.
How? I've been fucking one leg because you guys are assholes right now. Can I please go in my house?
I would love to see someone in the comment section explain how she is not in the wrong, how she is not ridiculous, and how they could do something differently and handle it much better.
why can't I go in my house?
We're doing it.
Because you would go inside of your house and you wouldn't come back out. And you would say, you told me I can come in here. I need to be in here. I have my medicine in here. This is my house. Leave. Go away. Come on, we already know how this shit's gonna go.
Investigation right now.
Over what? I didn't do anything wrong!
You're gonna be willing to go through a few tests to make sure that you're alright?
You're only prolonged.
So apparently this bitch sideswiped one car, almost ran over 2 people, and she didn't do nothing? Man, I can't believe they would discriminate against her. These cops are racist. American cops are racist.
This is all that's going on here.
I didn't do anything wrong! This asshole!
Are you gonna be willing?
I believe her.
Are you gonna follow our instructions?
Calm down, calm down.
You gonna follow our instructions?
That's fine, it's
All
no
right, come on.
problem, I've done it!
Come over here.
You guys won't fucking...
Come on.
I hope Grandpa takes that BMW away, because I know she didn't buy it.
She can't. We have to
She won't.
visually
They won't
watch
let
her
me.
now.
They won't let me. What else to do? Just go in the house. Just please go in the house. Just go in the house.
Put your hands at your side for me. Put your feet together.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
I will say this, I am surprised they're not allowing her to go inside of her house. It's her house! And they could be handling this much differently, much better. She didn't do nothing. God. You know what? I'm sick and tired of this patriarchy designed and created by men to oppress beautiful Oompa Loompas just like her.
Tip my pen?
Mm-hmm.
You touch it with your finger?
Alright, sorry to interrupt, but I will say this. If her pants were off because she was getting it in, whoever that guy was, she has to be a slump buster. Slump buster, they're the girls that are ugly, out of shape, overweight, 4 or 5 notches down, and you do it just to kind of get back in the game, you know, because after a slump buster, you know, maybe go like 3 months, haven't gotten laid, you hit a slump buster, and then your next 2 or 3 girls are beautiful.
Okay. Well, I want you to watch the tip of my pen with your eyes. Only your eyes, okay? Do not move your head. You understand?
Mm-hmm. Why are you like shaking it?
I wasn't shaking it.
Oh,
Okay.
watch it. My God.
Back up a few steps here. Give you some room.
Yeah, I mean,
Keep going.
you won't let me have too
Right there,
many
that's fine.
steps.
I'm going to tell you exactly how many to take, okay?
Go ahead. You do it.
Put your hands to your side for me. Right foot in front of your left, heel to toe, just like I'm doing. I want you to stay there till I tell you to begin, okay? When I tell
In her defense, she did pass the eye test.
you to begin, you're going to take 9 steps. Touching heel to toe, counting out loud. 1, 2, 3, till you get to 9.
I mean, it's kind of fucked up.
Okay.
Where I don't even
Can you
have...
can you sit heel to toe again? Like you were. I'm going to ask you to take 9 steps. We're going to check our watch, or are we going to listen to what I'm saying?
She failed.
No, I will in about a second.
Oh, yeah, we'll just do whatever you want. It's cool.
I will. I need a second. Someone's calling me. You're gonna wait for me. I hope she gets arrested. I'm sick and tired of this bullshit. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of this bullshit.
Yeah, I will do, because when I had my... How far are you? I mean, it's fucked up.
All right, look, I'm doing this one more time.
That's fine.
Okay.
But I don't even have my fucking whole ass self in my...
That's because you were driving a car without your skirt on.
That's not even the fucking...
She don't have her whole ass self in her fucking... Why was she driving without a skirt? Why? Doesn't that make you think? Why? What kind of a pig is this?
Listen to what I'm saying.
The fucking UTI.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Really?
Listen.
Really?
Are you going to listen to the instructions?
Really? I have no problem.
Are you
I
going-
have friends that are
Are you going to listen to the instructions?
I will give you a badge number in about
I don't
2
care.
seconds. 182?
I don't.
He's a fucking cop in that world.
You got one more chance.
In her mind, with this whole manifest bullshit, she's like, I have a friend who's a cop. I'll give you his badge number. And the police immediately stop. They grab out their little pad. They write it down. They go to her car. While they're at their car, she goes inside and she peeks through the door crack because she doesn't feel safe. And the cop says, all right, I'm sorry, ma'am, for wasting your time. Just, I apologize. You did nothing wrong. I talked to your friend and he says you're good. So, have a good night. And then she could say, told you, motherfuckers, you pieces of shit. I pay your salaries. I pay your taxes. Door slams. She wins.
This is it. This is your last chance. You got that? Stand heel to toe, right foot in front of your left. You're going to count 9 steps out loud. 1 1,000, 2 1,000 till you get to 9. When you get to 9, you're going to turn to your left. You're going to take 9 more steps coming back, doing the same thing. Do you understand?
So that is going to conclude our reactions for the night. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Any of my detractors, if you wish to let me know how you feel or prove a point or dispute anything that I say or have said, please feel free to let me know that you are open to a friendly debate. We can do it on my channel, we could do it on Zoom, and it could be kind of like a battle of the minds. I'm not very smart, so if you are intelligent, you are independent, if you don't need a man, if you believe women are smarter than men, especially a dumb guy like me, well, let's put that to the test. But other than that, thank you for watching The Radical Masculine, and I will see you tomorrow.